The world is changing and so is everything that it contains. And the promotional material is striking as we reveal two mirror-encased skyscrapers stretching more than 100 miles across a swath of desert and mountain terrain, providing a future home for 9 million people. Is it the ultimate in high-density living or a grandiose science fiction fantasy? In short, economists, architects, and analysts are not quite sure. So extravagant is Saudi Arabia's plan to create an urban utopia that even those working on the project, known as the Line, do not yet know if its scale and scope can ever be realized. So let's talk about this mind-blowing megaproject in Saudi Arabia. Hello, and welcome to Building the Future. In today's video, we are going to talk about insane 100-mile-long mirrored skyscraper Saudi Arabia. But before we continue, just take a moment to subscribe to our channel, Building the Future, and hit the notification bell for more amazing videos just like this one. Without further ado, let's get started on today's video. At first glance, it looks like the start of a futuristic dystopian movie set on a far-off planet. But these are the plans for a state-of-the-art linear city right here on Earth. It's called the Line, and the architectural vision behind it is fantastical. Two mirrored skyscrapers, stretching more than 100 miles across the desert, will provide homes for 9 million people. Consisting of two wall structures parallel to each other, the walls will have mirrored facades reflecting the surrounding desert. When complete, alongside residential units, the structure will offer retail and leisure facilities with parks and schools. Talking about its interior, the functional units, scattered within the walls and a set of fragmented buildings, are connected to each other bridges, parkways, and green elements, which forms a layered vertical city. The Line will be built on a footprint of 34 square kilometers, which is unheard of when compared to other cities of similar capacity, according to NEOM's press statement. This will mean a reduced infrastructure footprint, creating never-before-seen efficiencies in city functions, according to NEOM. Adding to this, by providing an ideal climate all year round, it will ensure that residents can enjoy the surrounding nature. Residents will be able to access to all facilities within a 5-minute walk, in addition to high-speed rail, with an end-to-end transit of 20 minutes. The designs of the Line embody how urban communities will be in the future in an environment free from roads, cars, and emissions, said NEOM. Moreover, the Line is planned to run on 100% renewable energy, and prioritizes people's health and well-being over transportation and infrastructure compared to traditional cities. According to NEOM, the infrastructure of the Line puts nature ahead of development, and it will contribute to preserving 95% of NEOM's land. In addition, skeptics and supporters alike were recently given more insight into the extraordinary ambition of the development, the centerpiece of the futuristic NEOM site near the Gulf of Aqaba, when the kingdom's crown prince, Mohammed bin Salman, outlined central aspects of what he intends to be one of the most ambitious urban developments built in modern times. According to sources, as we have mentioned before, the concept of the city adopts zero-gravity urbanism approach. As the statement reads, the Line is set to be built a new approach to urban design. For instance, the concept adopts putting all the layering city functions vertically, since this gives people the possibility of moving seamlessly in 3 dimensions, up, down, or across, to access them. This concept is referred to as zero-gravity urbanism. Moreover, developed different from just tall buildings, the concept layers all public parks and pedestrian areas, schools, homes, and places for work so that one can move effortlessly to reach all daily needs within 5 minutes. We cannot ignore the livability and environmental crisis facing our world cities, and NEOM is at the forefront of delivering new and imaginative solutions to address these issues. NEOM is leading a team of the brightest minds in architecture, engineering, and construction to make the idea of building upwards a reality, added HRH Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. NEOM will be a place for all people from across the globe to make their mark on the world in creative and innovative ways. NEOM remains one of the most important projects of Saudi Vision 2030, and our commitment to delivering the Line on behalf of the nation remains resolute, Crown Prince concluded. However, NEOM has consistently raised eyebrows due to proposed flourishes such as flying taxis and robot maids, even as architects and economists have questioned its feasibility. According to the Saudis, Artificial intelligence will be central to how people live in the 500-meter-high, 200-meter-wide structure, a car-free, carbon-neutral bubble that will boast near total sustainability and a temperate, regulated microclimate. But past environmental pledges by the kingdom, such as a vow to achieve net zero carbon emissions by 2060, have prompted skepticism from environmentalists. Now, how will this city follow a carbon-free environment? The linear city is defined to be zero carbon, through the elimination of carbon-intensive infrastructure like cars and roads. It will operate on 100% renewable energy, including the operations of its industries. The integration of nature and open spaces throughout will serve an important role in purifying air quality, according to NEOM. In addition, NEOM stated in its website that the line is built for humans, not technology. It is conceived as a cognitive city that predicts and reacts to what we need, not the other way around. In order to change business as usual, the city's design will be completely digitized and the construction industrialized to a large degree by significantly advancing construction technologies and manufacturing processes, NEOM stated. Furthermore, unveiled for